I guess explain to me why I, as the man, should pay for a first date when a lot of women are out here sleeping with multiple men at the same time and sleeping with multiple men at the same time. Like, a lot of you said the man should pay, right? Which is him adhering to his traditional gender role. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
How many of you are traditional women?
Absolutely not.
You're not traditional, though.
No, I'm way different than traditional.
So then isn't it unfair to ask for the man to be traditional if you're not traditional?
I mean, they go above and beyond usually. We get experiences that are not what the average person would get. Like,
oh,
but
sure.
You don't have to be traditional to be feminine and to give like a guy like your femininity.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, let's pause. What do you mean by traditional femininity? Because when I think of traditional woman or traditional femininity, I think of modesty, I think of self-sacrifice, I think of discipline, I think of motherhood, I think of being a good wife, I think of dedicating your physical being to your husband exclusively and solely. So I'm hearing the word traditional femininity or traditional woman, and I'm like, what's going on here? Maybe I think we have different definitions, right?
Well, like me personally, I like to like cater to my man, like cook for him, like clean for him, like have all his shit ready for him, like be there for him. You know what I mean?
There's some kind of bug.
It's literally a fly.
Don't worry,
like
it's
that.
not gonna bite you. It's
Is
just
it a
like
bee?
a little, no, it's just a little fly.
Okay, you
It's a
guys
little
are all
fly.
scared. I thought it was a bee.
It's it's not a bee. It's not gonna sting you guys. It's just a little bug.
But yeah.
Look, it's just like, look, we have girls who are sex workers on the show. We have strippers. We have porn stars. We have OnlyFans girls. That's cool. But it's just, to me, it's like, why are you holding men to these traditional standards when sex work is not traditional?
But you don't have to be
you got an
super
answer for me? What you got?
To be feminine.
I just don't think that like sex workers want to have sex with a lot of different people that casually, because we have sex for a job. From my personal experience, I hate having sex like that doesn't
having sex?
That doesn't have a connection.
Oh, okay.
Like, I like to be really close with someone, and
Sure.
like I said earlier, get really obsessed and just want to be with them. So like, there are those girls out there, whether they're sex workers or not, that will be loyal to you and be really into you. You just have to find the right girl.
But here's the thing. Just by virtue of being in the adult entertainment industry, you are immediately classed as not being traditional.
So?
But what the point I'm trying to make is if you are not traditional yourself, you ought not expect men to be traditional.
Are you talking about paying for dinner?
Yeah, I'm talking about paying for first dates.
But I think from a perspective
why are we doing traditional as a blanket? Sex work versus paying for dinner, what does that got to do with each other?
Well, he's basically traditional men.
I'm saying you expect men to be traditional, yet you are not traditional yourself.
I don't expect men to be traditional. I want to go to Nobu. I want them to spend thousands of dollars.
That man paying for dinner, that's a function of traditional masculinity.
I want rich high rollers.
Hold on.
I like that.
So, but you're
that's traditional.
You want a guy to be provider. You said you want a guy to take you to Nobu and pay for $1,000 dinner.
I mean, yeah.
Can I ask you what do you feel like
That's
you have
provider.
to offer?
Some really good pussy, some really good head.
But a guy can get that from anybody.
But what if you never ever say no?
What do you mean? What if you ever never?
Like,
I mean, I can do
You're
things that
like
some
if
girls
you don't say
can't.
no to him.
But I don't think you guys understand that men look at sex completely different than like how women do, and like.
I'll tell you, that type of man you're describing, that attractive, successful, tons of money going.
I'm seeing him this weekend. I'll see you soon, baby.
I'll tell you, that type of man can fuck as many women as he wants.
It's true.
You're not special to him.
It's true, but the money is special to me.
But he's never gonna. Does it offend you guys that man will never marry you?
I don't care. But he's already married,
actually.
Yeah, I told you.
So you're helping a man cheat on his wife?
Well, no, because it's my job.
Yeah.
What's your job?
To
escort?
To make men bust nuts.
You're comfortable helping this man violate his marriage.
I'm comfortable making money because he's going to go do it from another girl if he doesn't get it from me. So I might as well make this bank because this man is like double my age, maybe triple. I don't really know. But,
no moral qualms for you at all.
She's not married?
I'm not the one that got into a relationship.
But you're implicated in his transgression,
Why do I have
right?
responsibility for what he's the one that, if anything, is
Imagine I'm a methamphetamine dealer, and I said, well, if I don't sell meth, someone else is going to sell meth to these drug addicts, so
true.
it's not
Yeah.
my
My
problem.
My mom's actually a
Extremely
meth dealer
valid.
that's been in and out
Your
of
mom is a
prison.
meth dealer.
And she's been in and out of prison my whole life.
Your mom's meth.
That's good.
She
Let me just write that down.
yeah.
Hold on. Mom's a meth dealer.
Wrote that down. Yeah.
Was.
Okay. Was a meth
I
dealer.
think she's just an addict now.
She's turned her life around. That's
No,
dope.
no, absolutely not.
Oh,
but it's
I'm sorry to
okay.
hear that.
Thank you. It's okay.
Welcome
No,
to
I completely
California.
get it.
I love California. I
yeah.
got to get the fuck out of here ASAP. Sorry for
Where
this.
are you
For
guys
this
from?
word.
By me.
Washington,
DC?
north.
Washington
Oh.
State.
I'm
Northwest,
from the
yeah.
East Coast, actually.
We're on the East Coast.
Pennsylvania, New York.
Pennsylvania. You could have been Amish.
Wow.
You should have been Amish.
Interesting how life
My
works
should've.
family's
out.
not from there.
Interesting how life works out. But okay, you escort, is that correct?
I don't want to answer that.
That's a yes. Well, I mean, you've already. I mean,
incriminating.
you've basically.
She's a sex worker.
Is escorting illegal? I have no
By
idea.
definition,
Is
it's
it?
legal in California, and it's you're not paying for an act.
She's-
You're paying for time.
She's paying for,
Okay.
or he's paying for her time, not her sex.
Yeah.
But
and
they
then,
do
and then
have
whatever
sex.
happens, happens.
Yeah.
And
Whatever
it's
happens.
really,
happens.
like-
Wink,
But they
wink.
do have
Okay.
sex. Wink,
Okay.
wink, wink.
It's
Okay.
high end.
How much do you make?
What makes it high end versus low end escorting?
I think it's the dollar amount you're making per hour.
Or like
Okay.
who you're fucking with.
So
No, I
how
don't even
how
think
much?
Because
Oh,
anybody
really?
can scrape up the money. You know, it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're the president or, you know.
How much is a
whatever.
low end escort and how much is a high end escort? What's the difference?
Like 100 to like 1,000 to 1,500 to 2,000
Per,
an
what
hour.
per hour? Wow.
Per hour.
Wow.
Yeah, 1,000 and up would be a high end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
escort.
1,000
And so
an
you're
hour.
high end escort.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha. You admitted to it. You're an escort.
You know what?
You know what? Stay
no
safe.
comment.
Okay. I mean,
Someone said I got $5. Final offer.
Oh my God.
Can we split the 5? Each of us gets $1.
I don't know. But so-
Amazing.
yeah, I mean, just so for my personal thing, look, I know it actually does lose me women that I'm not willing to pay for first dates, but at the end of the day, I don't want to feel like a sucker. I've been there before. I
Is
don't
this
want
like
to do
something
it.
you're dealing with personally?
What do you mean?
Like, is this a
This
problem?
is something that pretty much
that you
all
have?
men are dealing with.